Getting footage to match when shooting on different cameras comes with its challenges. The goal is to make the final product seamless. As someone who shoots primarily on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, I've recently added the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to my toolbox. I, like many of you, have been in scenarios where drone footage is used in conjunction with footage that you're shooting on a cinema camera for a documentary, for a commercial. Now, it's not fair to compare both of these cameras in a true head-to-head match. My goal is to test both cameras in different lighting scenarios and see how or if I can get the footage to match. So I did try my best to keep the framing and composition the same for the sake of this comparison. So let's take a look at example number 1. Example number 1 is going to be indoor with bright natural light. Right now, I'm shooting on the DJI with 2 windows open. So on the DJI, you can see that the greens are pretty intense, and on the Blackmagic, you can see there's a little bit more of a yellow tone to that. The conclusion is I could play a tug of war in the color scopes to try to get it to match better, but overall, I'm happy with it. The Blackmagic is shooting in 6K. That's not the point. We're not trying to see how the resolution is. I'm trying to get the footage to match for the sake of a final product, let's say. Let's take a look at the second example. Outdoor at high noon. In this particular instance, I use the parade scopes to get the colors to match as closely as possible. Now with the close-up, there is more detail with the DJI because of the autofocus. For the third example, we're going to do indoors. I put the blackout curtains up. The only light was a lamp. Here's the DJI, here's the Blackmagic. Now with the DJI, we are getting full detail. The advantage with the Blackmagic, obviously, is being able to do rack focus, especially in a situation like this. Now for the final test, I wanted to try to push an extreme look on both of these. This isn't a look that I would use. It's doable, but I wanted to see if I could push both of these, especially the DJI, and see how I could incorporate these two. So in this scenario, I'm not matching shot for shot. I want to see if I can go from one shot to the other. Let's take a look. Tell me if you know which one is shot on which. Let's go back. Obviously with the smooth pullback, that's the DJI, and this handheld shot is on the Blackmagic. Look at the color of the sky. Look at the color of the wood on the pergola. This works for me if I had to match the footage together. So in conclusion, the cinema camera is going to give you more control with exposure, what's in focus, your depth of field, your contrast. It's a cinematic look overall. That's why they're called cinema cameras. But if it's used improperly, it can look terrible and in some cases be unusable. With the DJI, it's best for scenarios where lighting isn't always an option. Run and gun. Once again, vlogging and YouTube, it's perfect for that. It's a sharp image. I think it does give you a little bit more of a video look, but you can use it in conjunction with a cinema camera on a project and have it work. I think the idea is just knowing the pros and cons of your camera, and this goes for any scenario. You want to make sure that you know the camera's strengths and weaknesses and how to apply them together and have some seamless footage that's going to look good. The goal is go out there with your cameras, no matter what you're shooting on. Work those pros. Whatever the advantage that your camera has, that's what you should be focusing on. If you know its limitations, you've already got the upper hand on capturing some good footage. So go out there and capture some great footage. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much.